Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Online Karting League. We are in the practice session with our juniors on track. Look at the amount of karts. 16 juniors, the biggest juniors grid we have had since the start of this in 2020. What an amazing sight to see. And already the youngsters are having a proper go at each other. Paul Wister's in, seems like he's got some internet problems there. But yeah, welcome guys, 2024 Season 5 of Online Karting League. This is the African, or the South African Championship rather. 7 rounds, all South African tracks, laser scanned. What an epic year we are going to experience. Alonso Diaz now currently on track. Last couple minutes of practice before we go into qualifying. This is a new format for us this year. A couple new things happening this year. The juniors are running on the MINIMAX engine, so we've gone away from the Mini 60s and have gone to something more relevant, and those would be some Rotax engines for this divisional season. And then our seniors and masters will also be racing on the CMAX engine, so nice change for us for a change at least. We are racing on the Formula K track up in Benoni, the virtual version at least, layout E, and this is essentially known as the 4-stroke layout rather. So the boys are changing it up a bit. There's a lot of 2-stroke drivers and a lot of familiar names, new to the online scene, and a lot of returning drivers. So welcome everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We are so excited to get going with this whole season. We are currently following Santiago Freid, finishing his last couple laps worth of preparation before we go into the swing of things. All I want to say is thank you so much. We're cutting the track then and running wide. A little bit too keen on the turn in there, but yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in and your support and watching these youngsters have a go at it on track. So let's have a quick look at who's available, who's driving today. Ashai Nagura, Deacon Willifeed, Kieran Duplessis, Santiago Freid, Diego Antunes, Sebastian Ferreira, Aaron Mason, Ruan Victor, Alonso Diaz, Jake Stein, Jensen Diaz, Kate Konowski, and for some reason my name is on there. Let me just fix that quickly for us. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I was on the server as a driver and not a spectator, so just fixing that quickly. We are going to go into qualifying. So, there we go. 10-minute qualifying starting now. Paul West isn't disconnected. I'm assuming that's because he's got bad ping to the server, maybe. There we go. All the kids are going to get out now. 15 karts in total. This is exciting. The biggest junior grid we have had since the start of this league. Sebastian Ferreira, the first one to go out. You can just hear that little MINIMAX zooming into the first corner. Technically second corner, I guess. First one out of the pits. Ferreira's going to be the first one to try and get his hot lap up and running. Ferreira sporting the Formula K chassis. Just want to confirm sound's coming through okay, guys. It's been a crazy start. Unfortunately, some of the series admins had to withdraw last minute, so I had to do the driver's briefing, get all the drivers on the server as well as get the stream going. So, but we've managed to make it with only a couple minutes worth of delay, so not too bad. Welcome to everybody tuning in. We are so excited for this. First guy to start his lap, well, going into the final sector now is Sebastian Ferreira. I think we'll follow him for the first lap, first hot lap that is. And let's see what young Ferreira can do on his first lap. Right, start off with the, getting a little bit wild there on the exit, but there we go, downhill into that first corner. Such a lovely track, Formula K, awesome track. Any layout you drive, it's fun, and it makes for really, really good racing, especially with the mini carts. Right, Ferreira looks like he's got a pretty clean start to his lap. Doesn't look like it's too bad so far. This is fixed setup, by the way. So the boys can't make any changes. It's all about who can control this kart the best and get the best out of this fixed setup or default setup, whichever one you want to call it. Ferreira going into the corkscrew now. A little bit of a Laguna Seca vibe going there. And then into the final sector, Ferreira's going to head into now. And he's going to be the one to draw first blood on the track. And into the last corner we go. Double right-hander. Don't want to climb the curb and flip your kart there, but there we go. Ferreira puts the first one at 113.1. Next to go over the line, 9/10 quicker, Keenan Duplessis. And then Deacon Willifeed on a 112, almost flat there. Who's next? Alonso Diaz. Gonna cross the line now as well. Ashai Nagura seems like he's very quick there. Nagura, 7/10 of the pace there. You don't want to be sitting behind somebody unless you know you guys can tow each other along. Jensen Diaz, Scott Republic, crossing the line now. Ooh, that's 3.5 seconds of the pace. Not a good lap. Ruan Victor, new to the sim world. Very new to the sim world. He's only 6/10 of the pace. So a really good pace there from Ruan Victor. Alexander Prajvik is going to cross. We already crossed the line there. 1.9 seconds of the pace. And not the quickest laps by all these boys. But it's good to see the guys go out and sim racing. It's worth noting these kids are all below the age of 12, some of them being as young as 7 years old. Jake Stein using my suit there, repping my kart or sim suit there. Thank you, Jake Stein. Kate Konowski from Extreme Racing, also one of the new faces who I can hear karts bumping each other in my ears. Cade hasn't managed to put a good first lap on there, so he's 10 seconds of the pace. But Ashai Nagura has now gone into first place with that OKLA livery on the OTK. Fantastic stuff there. Deacon Willifeed is 1.5 tenths away. 3 tenths down the line is Keenan Duplessis. So 2 4-stroke drivers, and then Ruan Victor from Angry Racing in 4th place, and then Ferreira in 5th as it stands. But once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We do appreciate your support by just tuning in and enjoying what these youngsters put on offer for us tonight. That helps us as a league to grow. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. Fantastic stuff here. 15 karts, 15 juniors on track, all below the age of 12. So fantastic to see the kids on the track. Nagura is going to go into the last sector now, last couple of corners. He ran wide. Not ideal. What is he going to put on as he crosses the line now? Ashai Nagura. Deacon Willifeed goes first now. So Deacon Willifeed goes into the top spot as it stands. So how many new guys do we have? So Ruan Victor's new, Diego's new, Alexander's new, Aaron Mason, Kate Konowski new, Paul Westhuizen, Zuan Breitenbach are all brand new to the league, so a bunch of new youngsters. Then a couple guys that 1 or 2 races or a couple rank races, Santiago, Jake, Alonso and Jensen Diaz were both here last year. Ferreira, Keenan Duplessis, and then Ashai and Deacon Holyfield. They are all now at least a seasoned veteran in the youngsters category, so the guys at least have some experience, and that experience definitely is going to help them compared to the guys that get to go into this for the first time. But don't get me wrong, there's some mega quick kids in here. Just because they're new to the sim racing doesn't mean they're new to karting. There's some really well-known names in the mix in the South African karting industry. And then we've got one guy racing from Namibia, Paul Westhuizen. So welcome to Paul Westhuizen, who's part of Team Sodi. So that's also very cool to see some more drivers from outside of South Africa joining on the league. I think Paul Westhuizen, just want to double check, his internet might still be a little bit bad. Yeah, Paul Westhuizen's got pretty bad internet as it stands. Look at Paul Westhuizen. Yeah, he's got bad internet as it stands. I believe they're getting upgraded internet this week, so hopefully it goes better for them next time around. Alexander Prizovic from Angry Racing, still very new in the karting scene as far as I'm aware. This is, I believe, the second year in the karting setup. So Alexander, welcome to Online Karting League. This will be his first go at it. So still leading the way is Deacon Holyfield. Oh, Ashai Nagura going even quicker, 111.5, so that you can see the rubber starting to lay down on the track. The more these juniors turn laps, the more grip they'll get, since the server was rebooted during the drivers briefing. So they lost all the rubber they put down during their previous practice session. But there we go, Ashai Nagura leading the way now. A 111.5, 3 tenths, just below 3 tenths further down is Deacon Holyfield. Deacon Holyfield will be the one that crosses before Ashai Nagura. So I wonder if but Deacon's battling people on track, which is far from ideal, especially if you want to get a good lap in. So Deacon might want to back off this lap and then get another lap in. Oh, he's going to send it down the inside of Kate Kanofsky. Deacon Holyfield's got all the pace to have a good battle with Ashai Nagura. So that wasn't not a better lap or improving lap there. So let's go back to Ashai, who's going to cross the line now. And Ashai does improve on his lap, 111.3, a mega lap there by Ashai Nagura. This is his second season in the minis, might even be his third season now, but Ashai is on the very edge of moving up to the seniors. So Ashai has been around, he knows these mini 60s or MINIMAX karts by now, how they handle, and no surprise there to see Ashai up there on the top step as it stands. But that is a big margin, half a second around Formula K. Wow. Right, so who's next to cross the line? Alexander. Going to cross the line. Is going to improve on his lap, 1.4 seconds off the pace as it stands. Not improving that time around, but he just crossed the line in time to do one more lap. Deacon Holyfield has improved. Nope, and that's the end of Deacon Holyfield's qualifying. Keenan Duplessis does have the time to get another lap in. Right, 366 to cross the line now. Diego Antunes, does he improve? He's in 5th place as it stands. And then another driver finishing there, Aaron Mason, not improving, in 9th place. Santiago Fred crossing the line now. Does he improve on his lap? No, he does not. Who else do we have that could potentially put in a competitive lap? 307. Keenan Duplessis, let's follow him in his barrage. The seniors race at 8 o'clock and not 7 o'clock. There we go. Keenan du Plessis moves himself up into second place, taking that away. Ooh, and then just smashes his cart there, just to show that he can do that. Everybody else is done with the qualifying, apart from Ferreira, who's in the pits. So that's the end of quali. Amazing qualifying there from the youngsters. Shai Nagura showing or asserting his dominance from the get-go. So Shai Nagura, fantastic stuff there. Alright, there's the first disqualification. So some of the youngsters will be a little bit trigger happy going onto the track. There goes Alexander. And another disqualification there. So we've got 3 restarts according to the rule sets. And these youngsters are going to be a little bit trigger happy as the season starts. They need to understand how it goes. There goes Aaron Mason. And this will be the third and final restart. Anybody now that doesn't keep their foot on the brake will unfortunately start this race. There goes Cade Konofsky disqualified. That was the third and final restart, like we said, within the rules. So that means Cade will have to watch on the sidelines up until the final starts and start at the absolute back of the grid. I only realized now that Ronaldo Kuhn never joined the server, so that's the one driver that I've been missing the whole time. Ronaldo Kuhn, I'm assuming, sat on the incorrect server this whole time. That's very unfortunate. Here we go, 20 seconds before we get going. Only one driver that got disqualified so far. Alright, this is the start sequence. Ooh. Zuan Breitenbach never went to the grid, unfortunately, so that's out of the race for... Alright, that's lights out and away we go. Shai Nagura getting a good start. Keenan du Plessis absolutely blistering on the inside. And they go for it from the get-go, but Shai's got the inside line into the first corner there. Heading into the braking zone now. Shai Nagura will just tuck in first place. Keenan du Plessis in second. We see absolute carnage in the background there. Some drivers got absolutely sent into the oblivion, unfortunate. But Shai Nagura, Keenan du Plessis having a battle already with Deacon Willifeed, probably just biding his time there. And Ruan Victor in fourth place for Angry Racing. So, 4 different drivers here having a proper go at it. Shai Nagura, Keenan du Plessis, Deacon Willifeed, Ruan Victor. So that's, what's that, 3 Gautengers and 1 Cape Townian. Into the corkscrew we go, downhill, now into the third section of the track, which on the D layout would technically be the last corner now, but here we go into the infield. Keenan du Plessis just tucking in behind Shai Nagura. They are essentially just breaking away from the pack. Deacon Willifeed, who I believe has got Ruan Victor just behind him. Ruan is the first of the rookies, with the 3 at least seasoned drivers in front of him, so Ruan Victor is having a good debut start so far. Oh, you just see nose cones all over the tyre barrier there. And we're going to go back to Keenan Duplessis and Ashana. Oh, Keenan having a little bit of a moment there through the twisties. But he's already right on the back of Ashana. So it's father and sons versus RPM in the first opening race of the division in Online Karting League for 2024 South African leg. Oh, now Keenan Duplessis is all over the back of Ashana Gura. Is going to have to go defensive now. Potentially compromise this exit. That's such a quick run into the next corner though, so he should be okay. And now Keenan just giving Shai a little bit of a love tap from behind, just letting him know that he's there. What's happening here a little bit further down. I see some good battles happening here. Jensen Diaz keeping it nice and clean as always. No, we're going to go back here because I can still see Lucy and Nagura all over the back of each other. Everybody else seems like they're just behaving, tucking in, calming down. Fantastic driving between these guys, and how cool is it to hear different engines for once. We've been used to the Mini 60s since 2020, and for the first time, our 5th season, we're changing it up and we've got these MINIMAX engines, and it's so nice to hear something else for a change. And the boys have adapted to these engines like there's no tomorrow. Immediately on pace and having a go down the inside. Now he's Keenan Duplessis moving himself up into first place. Ashai Nagura trying the classic cutback, but oh no, he just clips the rear of Keenan Duplessis. That is unfortunate. Keenan Duplessis being taken out. Bunny got his control, his car under control. Just a nice little 360 spin, losing 2 positions, or 3 positions rather. Tucks into 4th place, halfway to go. Halfway through the race rather. So there's still opportunity for him to come back at it though. That's very unfortunate. Judgment there from Ashai Nagura. Now Deacon Willifeed is promoted into 2nd place. But can they keep up with Ashai? Keenan had all the pace to keep up with Ashai. But will Deacon be able to? I see this nice battle in the background happening. I just want to see what's happening here. Oh, it's the nose cone off drivers there, so they're going to have not a lot of pace there, unfortunately. And Diego Antunes is having a fight there with, I believe that's Jake Stein. Jake Stein just has a little bit of a second-hand nose cone there. And then Alonso Diaz in front of them. Jensen Diaz for Kart Republic Africa. He is currently in 6th as it stands. Aaron Mason running on his own in his debut race, so not too bad. In 5th place for Aaron Mason. Oh, there's carnage at the back here. What's happening? Another accident here. Carts taking each other out, unfortunately. Crazy start to the season. Leading the way, lap 5 of 8. Only a couple more laps to go. Shai having an absolute blistering run. Unfortunately, clipping Keenan Duplessis there, which immediately took him out of pole position contention rather. So unfortunately, Keenan Duplessis will, as it stands, start the race in 4th place, but still 3 more laps to go. Say what a blistering start by Ruan Victor in his debut race into the online scene. So fantastic start here. Ruan Victor in 3rd place, running in 3rd place as it stands as a rookie. His first ever virtual race. So really amazing to see the youngster putting on a good show. And then a welcome return for Alonso Diaz, who did 1 or 2 races last year, but not really finishing or competing in the full season. So welcome back to Alonso Diaz. See, Ferreira's having a battle here with that is Alexander Prizovic. Oh, he's going to go on the outside now. 316 versus 315. A little bit of a cutback there. Perfect cutback technically there by Sebastian Ferreira. Going to go down the inside, but Alexander was trying to hold it on the outside for the inside into the hip and there into the by the plane section, but nope, that's a good pass. Textbook stuff there by Sebastian Ferreira. Very clean driving between both these youngsters. And again, we just go back to Magura leading the way with Deacon Willifield in second. Really good start. Guys, if you want to get involved, please feel free to reach out to us via any of our socials, the website, or even join Discord or the WhatsApp groups. Reach out, get involved with Online Karting League. This is only one of many races throughout the year. This is the South African Championship, and we will, after the South African Championship, have an African Championship where we'll go across to a Namibian track in Mozambique, and then 2 South African tracks, 4 rounds of the African Championship, and then later this year we'll have another world event like we did last year. So a lot of racing to come. 7 rounds for these guys. Start of the final lap now. Shai Nagura leading the way. 7 rounds. You can drop 2, so 5 out of your 7 counts. Unless you get a disqualification, then that will be a 3rd drop round, unfortunately. So don't get a disqualification, otherwise you will throw away your entire season. But yeah, Shai Nagura taking us to the line now. Still behind him, 1.4 seconds, and the gap remains just about the same the whole time. Is Deacon Willifield, and then Ruan Victor in 3rd place as it stands. And then we have Keenan Du Plessis, who unfortunately got clipped on the rear there by Shai Nagura, fighting back after that awesome pass, and spun around and unfortunately got pushed back into, or pushed back to 4th place rather. So yeah, around the line, last corner now, Shai Nagura goes into pole position, that's pole start position rather, for the final, and that's where the points will go. Then Deacon Willifield, Ruan Victor, welcome into Online Karting League. Fantastic race there. Keenan Du Plessis in 4th place, and then behind them we will have Aaron Mason, who's also doing his debut race, crossing the line in 4th place. Then Jensen Diaz in 6th place with his Kart Republic. And then we've got Alonso Diaz, and they are not siblings, in 7th place. Then 8th place Ferreira, Sebastian Ferreira. Then Alexander Prizovic in 9th place. And Santiago Freid, who has been driving without a nose cone. That's a very second-hand CRG as it stands. Will finish in 10th place. And then behind them is Paul Westhuizen, who's got a really bad ping. It seems like it's stabilizing now a little bit. That's unfortunate that his ping is that bad. Right, that's the end of the race. And now the guys that didn't start the pre-final can now try and join again in the final race. Right, just giving all the drivers the chance to get their carts back. So just commenting on Facundo Cardozo. How can I race? You can join any of our socials. You can reach out to us there or even Discord. Get involved, sign up, verify yourself. This is the African Championships though, so only African residents can race in this one. But there is a European Championship that is also starting tomorrow. And they will be racing at Paul Fletcher International. So if you are European, then there you go. Everybody else, all the African residents, you are more than welcome to join. This is only our first race. The Pro League starts in a couple weeks. Team-based championship. And we've got some mega teams already entering in there. With the likes of Anger Racing and RPM. And then Against the Odds Racing. GTR Computers also making a team there. So it's fantastic to see. Okay, the boys are now done. You can find our Discord by, well, just reach out to us on Facebook and we will send that to you probably by later this evening. Right, let's go into the final. So that we finish up with the juniors race. There's a whole lot of time penalties. Madness. So all the boys can now go back to track. And we are waiting for all the boys to go to grid and we can start racing. And again, thank you everybody for tuning in, watching these youngsters have a go at it. This is the start of most of their sim racing careers. Some of them might even go on to do a lot of real racing things. So a lot of the kids use it as a training tool. Some of them are here to just learn and race against some of the big boys. Paul Westhuizen getting a disqualification. That's unfortunate. And then after this race, we'll take a short break. Well, short break of probably an hour. Then we're going to head into the... Oh, Paul Westhuizen again. I think he's got issues to the server, but let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Right, 40 seconds to go. Waiting on all the carts to go to grid. Then we can start our final. And as it stands, Ashina Gura will be leading the way. Deacon Williford in second. Ruan Victor in third place. Keenan Duplessis in fourth. Aaron Mason fifth. Then 6 and 7. Both Diaz, Jensen and Alonso Diaz. By coincidence, they have the same surname and very competitive on track apparently. Very close to each other. And then Sebastian Ferreira in 8th. 9th is Alexander Aprazovic. And this is the start sequence there. Paul Oosthuizen getting disqualifying as we start. Oh, a jump start there by a couple guys. That's it. Lights out and away we go. Did a couple guys get a jump start? That means they'll probably get a time penalty. Let's have a quick look there. Oh, 10-second time penalties for a couple guys getting a little bit trigger happy on the wheels there. So Ashina Gura losing the start, but 3 guys in front of him, 2 guys in front of Ashai both have a 10-second time penalty. So that's very, very unfortunate. Keenan Duplessis running wide there. And I hear carnage in my ear in the background. Ooh, now Ashina Gura, Deacon Williford, Ruan Victor all having a go at it. Ashina Gura moving himself in first place already. And oh, 3 wide. 3 wide almost once again. So Victor, Ruan Victor having none of it. First race done and dusted. Now he's all over the guys, the seasoned, at least the returning drivers, Keenan Duplessis and Deacon Williford. Ruan Victor having a proper go at this. Keenan Duplessis, 10-second time penalty, so this is not ideal for him. He's going to have to pass everybody and break away, but 10 seconds is a tall order to ask for. Here comes a dive bomb there from Keenan Duplessis. He's going to try and send it down the inside. Ruan Victor being pushed wide just a little bit, but enough respect shown between the 2 drivers to continue their merry way. Duplessis moving himself up into second place now, but look at those time penalties kick into play, and that is mega big time penalties. 10 seconds is almost impossible to work with. It's not the greatest of starts to the final for Keenan Duplessis and Deacon Williford, who seems to be going all kinds of wrong there in the background. Kate Kanowska sees sideways on the start finish, straight. Now recovering, probably being taken out by somebody there. Keenan Duplessis and Ruan Victor, debutant in the junior division. Ruan Victor all over the back of Keenan Duplessis there. Oh, you see Deacon Williford is probably raging under his virtual helmet there, because of that 10-second penalty to the start of the race for a little bit of a jump start, so not ideal. Right, let's have a look what's happening further back here. Aaron Mason still keeping it clean. He's in 4th place. 5th place rather, but also time penalty for Mason. Alexander Prazovic in 3rd place because of the time penalties happening in front of him. Alonso Diaz in 3rd. So Diaz keeping it clean, moving himself up the ranks because of that. That's amazing to see though. So Ashina Gura still leading the way. Oh, there's carnage in the back. What did I see? Afraid. Oh, there's a cart off as well. 3, 4, 6 of Alonso Diaz parked on the side. Is he stuck on a curb? Oh no, his nose cone is not helping him there. That's unfortunate. That is very, very unfortunate. Oh, and we see a battle here between Ferreira and Antunes. Trying a cutback, and he's got the momentum through there. Into the corkscrew we go now. But while we see this, I want to just have a look at this, because I can see Deacon Williford is now starting to size up his opportunities here against Ruan Victor as it stands. Williford now getting a good run on the exit on the final corner. Now going to go send it down the inside into the first corner here. Good passing opportunity. Ruan just following his line, and Deacon very opportunistic there. Besides, thank you so much for that. I'm going to move myself up. He's got a lot of time to gain though, so all Ruan Victor needs to do is just keep it clean, and he will secure himself a 2nd place for the start of his league racing in online karting league. So if Ruan is clever, he won't even fight this, to be honest. But you can't tell that to a racer, right? Racers don't think like that. Like, nope, there's a guy in front of me, he needs to be behind me. I don't care about anything else. And as you can see, they are having a proper fight. What happened to Keenan Duplessis? Retired from the race as well as Alonso Diaz. So Keenan Duplessis out, retiring unfortunately in his first race of the season. And that's very, very unfortunate. Follow through the pack here, although I don't want to move away. I can see Ruan, he's all over the back of Deacon Williefield. Proper racing between these youngsters, very, very cool. And it is worth noting, guys, these guys are only 7, 8, 9 years old, most of them. A couple of them are 10 and 11, but this is our junior division. Nobody older than the age of 12 racing in this division. The MINIMAX carts. Oh, Deacon having a little bit of a moment, and then Ruan ramming him from behind. Not reacting quick enough to that little bit of a slide there by Deacon. Ruan moves himself up into second place now. Well, at least on track he was already in second place because of that time penalty that Deacon Williefield has. Oh, Deacon's going to try and send it down the inside. Defensive driving there from Ruan Victor there. So Victor's defensive. He knows what to do, keeping it nice and clean. You can definitely see that these boys know what they're doing on track. Into the final sector these guys go now. All over the back of Victor is Williefield now in his FK kart. Oh, sending it down the inside there and just pushing him a little bit out of the way. Just a little bit of a side pod nudge there. Like they say, rubbing his racing. And Williefield just showed Victor his side pod there and moved himself up into second place on the track. Just want to see what's happening further back now. Williefield in third place, then Mason, then Prizovic, and then we've got Ferreira and Antin still having a go at each other. I feel like we're just coming back to them, and they haven't changed. They're still fighting. So amazing to witness. There's 3 battles on track, as I can see now. Ferreira and Antin's having a good fight. 361 spinning out. That is the kart of Santiago Freight. So building the smallest of gaps there, but let's go back to this battle up front. As I say that, the battle just opens up a gap there and another gap there. Alexander making a little bit of a mistake, so we'll go back to these boys on track. Into the corkscrew we go on Formula K, layout E at Benoni. Amazing stuff, these youngsters having a go at it. One person who we haven't spoke about much tonight, well in this race at least, is Ashai Nagura. Got into the lead after the couple of people jump starting in front of him, and he has been checking out since he got himself up into first place again. So amazing stuff there from Ashai Nagura. But the battle where it is at the moment is the battle between Ferreira and Antunes. Running a little bit wide, there's Diego. Coming back at it though. Lap 7 of 11 done. Oh, running wide is Ferreira and letting Antunes get a passing opportunity, and then a couple side pod nudges between these two. He's still leading the way now. Into the plane section we go, into the hairpin. A passing opportunity for Ferreira this time around. And then into the corkscrew once again. Why these cards sound amazing. So again, once again, just thank you to SKM Sim Kart Modding for providing us these engines for the season. So welcome change to our league for the 2024 season. Changing it up a little bit. Does really sound nice in my ears to hear something else run. Right now down the inside goes Ferreira, but he's going to have to go the long way around into the next corner. Try and maybe send it into the first passing opportunity, corner number 2. Nope, not to be this time around. The battle in front here. See Ferreira, not Ferreira, Williefield and Victor is still having a go at each other here. further up the road is Ashai Nagura. So lap 8 of 11 done. Nagura still leading the way. Mega driving from these boys. Mostly clean, so a lot of respect shown on track for their first race. I honestly thought it was going to be a lot worse because, you know, racing rust pulls in and the guys still need to, you know, unwind from their holiday. But nope, the guys took it very serious into the first couple corners, settled in and started racing each other really hard and fair. Big mistake there by Willie Fear. Now opens up the door for Victor to send it down the inside into corner number 2. Is he going to do it? Nope, he's going to take his normal line, continue on his way, not try and do something unnecessary. But yeah, welcome back to all these youngsters from their holidays. A lot of these guys went down to the beaches and enjoy their festive season and came back and straight into racing. Most of them are going back to school tomorrow, and for those that have already gone back to school, I hope you guys enjoy school. It's a great time of the year to go back, see all your friends that you haven't seen for a while, and then also that also means most of these kids go fully back into karting again, and that is where most of them are at their happiest. So there we go, another battle, another lap, lap 9 of 11. We're still following Deacon, Willie Fear and Ruan Victor from Angry Racing having a proper battle today. But as I said, there's a little bit of a gap, so we're just going to go back to the other battle that we were following earlier today. Diego and Tunes and Sebastian Ferreira haven't been able to get away from each other at all, so this is still a very, very good battle. I just can't keep up because as I say that, these two guys get closer to each other again. Right now, Willie Fee is going on the defensive line into the hairpin. Is there a cutback opportunity for Victor? Nope, not this time around. Willie Fee defending very nice there. Really, really good driving so far between these two boys. Lap 10 of 11. We're going to start our final lap in just a moment. Ashai Nagura just passed number 317. Kate Kanovsky being lapped by Ashai Nagura. Mega pace by Ashai. Ooh, Ashai Nagura's out. Ashai Nagura flipped on the start of the last lap. Opens up the door for Deacon Willie Fear and Ruan Victor. Does that mean Ruan Victor is going to get a debut victory? Start the season with a win. All Ruan Victor needs to do now is keep it nice and clean. Finish this race. Don't need to do anything silly. He's just behind Deacon Willie Fear, who's got a 10-second penalty. Ashai Nagura flipping his card on the start of the final lap. That is unfortunate misery to the start of the season for Ashai Nagura. Oh my word. Ruan Victor just needs to keep it clean. Angry Racing guys are probably screaming at their screens now saying, Ruan, take it easy. Take it easy, Ruan. There's no need for you to try and pass Deacon Willie Fear on track at all. Oh my word. Ashai Nagura dominating the evening. 1 lap to go and he flips his cart. That is mega, mega unfortunate. So now it's all about these two boys. My heart goes out to Ashai Nagura flipping his cart in the last corner on the start of the final lap. Ooh, Ruan Victor getting a little bit wrong there on the exit. No, Ashai already passed the back marker and flipped his cart, it seems like it. And there we go, on to the last corner. Crossing the line, Deacon Willie Fear crossing the line in first and then Ruan Victor in second. But because Deacon Willie Fear has got a time penalty, Ruan Victor in his debut race, rookie season, takes a victory on a 15 kart strong junior race. A junior final that is well done to Ruan Victor from Angry Racing down here in Cape Town. And then Diego and Tunes takes 3rd place in his debut race as well, with time penalties to Ferreira and Aaron Mason. So Aaron Mason ending up in 5th and Ferreira in 4th. Then another debutant, Alexander Prazovic, in 6th. Then Jensen Diaz 7th, Jake Stay in 8th, Kate Kanovsky in 9th, then Nagura, Freyd, Diaz, Duplessis, Westhuizen and Breitenbach not finishing the race. That is very, very unfortunate there. But once again, well done to Juan Victor. Debut race, amazing stuff there, keeping it clean. Proper battle between Olivier and Juan Victor. Amazing stuff between these two boys. They kept it clean all the way through. Unfortunate for Deacon Olivier that he had a jump start, but I think he will be happy with the second place and knowing that on track he finished in first place. So yeah, well done. That's a lot of confidence gained there by Olivier, and I can tell you Juan Victor will be mega happy about that. And as we become accustomed to, the server just crashes at the end of the race. Guys, thank you so much for that. That was the junior division first race. That was mega stuff by the juniors, to be honest. And we are so happy that they rocked up and came out firing on all cylinders in that race. Fantastic stuff by the juniors. So proud to be part of this. That's the biggest grid we've seen in the juniors division since the start of this league in 2020. So well done to all the juniors for putting on a fantastic show. Guys, don't go away for too long. At 8 o'clock, we are starting with our seniors. These are the big boys, the quick boys on the Senior Max carts this year around. And then at 9 o'clock, we'll have a much smaller grid in the form of the Masters Division.